Hey, this is Gwen Fox, and you want to know what to do when your mojo's gone? When the creativity has left and you can't go into the studio and paint? Well, watch the video. I think you'll enjoy it. Hi, it's Gwen Fox, and I'm going to say the same thing I always say. It's so good to have you here. I am so thrilled to have you here with me. Today, though, I want to talk about something that I am hearing over and over and over and over. As a coach, I hear this almost every day because I'm talking with artists and they're unable to create. And it's not for a week or so. It's been a long time and they have no desire whatsoever to go into the studio. They feel void of creativity. What's going on? There's way too many of them thinking this, feeling this way for it to be anything other than something is going on. What is it? Well, I don't know for sure, but I am going to put it on the political climate of today. Let's face it, it's very volatile, it's negative, it's in our face 24/7, it's on the computer, it's in the TV, it's with friends, it's on the radio, it's everywhere. And I'm not talking sides here. I don't care what side of the political environment that you're on. The fact is that it is a negative thing, and we need to make sure that we can't make sure about anything because it's with us. And artists are very sensitive and we absorb things whether we realize it or not. And absorbing this negativity causes us not to be able to paint. So what can you do about it? I've got some notes here. I want to make sure that I don't miss a one. One of them is that I want you to take a 3-day guilt-free break from the studio and art. You say, well, I've taken a month off or 2 months off or 3 weeks off. What do you mean you want me to take another 3 days? I need to get to painting. Those other days, though, I bet you worried about it. I bet you thought about it. I bet you were, what's wrong with me type thing. This is a guilt-free 3 days. You can do it. What are you going to do in those 3 days? How about let's take a massage, get a massage, go out for lunch with friends, go for long walks, just be and see how it goes. The second thing is that, I don't know about you, but there's a Benjamin Moore store here in my town. And they used to, I haven't been there for a while, but it used to have little jars on the wall of all of their samples of what you could buy. And I would go in there when I was totally void of creativity. And I would stand there in front of all this wall of little jars. And before I would go in, I would say, okay, I'm limiting myself to 5. And it would take me 45 minutes to an hour to pick out the 5. Go figure. Why? Because they were so beautiful. All of a sudden, I saw creativity. All of a sudden, I was inspired. And I would buy those 5, not waiting to be able to get back home. I loved it. It was great. The other thing is that I want you to look at your stash of paints. Yeah, if you're like everybody else, you got a big stash. Right? You got colors in there that you love, you kind of like, and you don't love. I want you to select 3 colors from the stash of paintings. But the key here is to select 3 colors that you do not like. Now, black and white are free, and I want you to make a painting. You're saying, I don't like these paintings. I don't like these colors. They're not pretty. They're not me. They're not. That's the whole point. This is to cause you to break out of your rut. And you know what's going to happen is that you're going to find that you develop a love for these colors. You say, oh, no, I'm not going to develop a love with these because I hate them. But you're going to find mixtures that you had never thought possible. It's going to be pretty intriguing. The third thing is, I don't know about you, but just going to the art store is quite exciting to me. Just walking in, it smells different. The paint smell, the paper smells, all of this smells, and it's wonderful. Go in and select a color that you love, that you don't have. You say, well, I have all of them. Well, get something else. Get something else. If you're in oils, get an oil stick. If you're in watercolors, get a new color watercolor pencil. Get something else. And if nothing else turns you on, then guess what you do? You go get a canvas that is not the size that you normally use. Bet you get excited. Works for me. All right, the last thing is that I want you to go into the studio and I want you to have a trash can painting day. What is a trash can painting day? Well, it's you're pulling out cheap paper that doesn't mean anything. You're putting out some paint and you're applying paint to this cheap piece of paper. Guess what? You're not doing a masterpiece. You're not even doing anything for anything. It is a trash can painting day. You're going to forget color theory. You're going to forget design. You're going to forget it all. Because today is a trash can painting day. What's going to happen with this is that when we are free and we are using paper and canvas that doesn't mean anything, it's not valuable, it makes a big difference. This will break it. This will help break that cycle. But you want to up the ante a little bit? Turn on some music. Turn on some dance music and go and dance. And turn it loud and really dance. Dance as if nobody is watching. See if these help. I want you to let me know if they help. But most of all, I want to know what you do to break out of this, because this is a very serious situation. And then I want you to post it in the comments. I want you to post and let people know what you do, how this has helped, because when you do that, you help others. And we all need to help we all need to help everybody else as well as ourselves. I love you guys. We'll see you next Thursday. Have a great painting day, and I will see you then. Bye.